I tell you, then we all would know where it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he just wants it for himself because evil character can be selfish. Let's go.
I'm not evil.
You're selfish though.
I'm lawful evil.
Okay, lawful evil, still selfish.
Love it. All right, so we're back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
JC?
Yeah.
All right, we're all good.
Cool.
You can wait. You can confirm with Finn. You can confirm with DM if you go to a different voice chat.
Do what?
Why do we need to go to a different voice chat?
Oh, we could just meet.
For what? What are
happening?
Well, I was just saying that if he does know, he might want to confirm with you that he does know.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
I'm
then
not gonna
that
confirm it.
the
I'm
rest
just
of us
gonna
can-
pop up.
Okay.
You,
You just-
are the gold.
You just pop up. Yep. Actually, hey, yeah, that's the truth. We
I
are
figured it out.
we are the vault. Yeah.
We saw the door, and that's the exit. So on the opposite side would be the entrance, and if you're on the opposite side, you are the entrance.
Yeah,
so
he
the
did.
gold is inside yourself.
Yes, he did. He found out. He answered the scavenger hunt of DungeonMaster. Very good. Very good. Not even joking. Not even joking. I told you, David, it was very simple, and the riddle was already there, and he figured it out, and that is fucking awesome. So that's 5,000 experience. That's 5,000 experience for.
I told you I knew what it was.
So
I was
Finn.
trying to comprehend the portal stuff.
Yes, and you did well. You did well. That was one way. See, there were many ways that you could do it, but the one way is the fastest. It is the fastest way. Just realize that you are the treasure. You know, you are the gold, the vault of Axon. So this is an interdimensional access within yourselves. You meditate and you can actually sidestep into the vault of Axum, which exists just off of Moradin's domain, his sphere of power. Okay? So Moradin being a greater sphere of creation over a subsect of humanoid dwarves, that is Moradin's sphere of dominion. That's where he has all power. Now, Axholm exists the Vault of Axholm exists as a little attached interdimensional pocket dimension, all right, where it has all the reservoir of researches or resources at the disposal of the dwarves of Axholm at the moment that Axholm fell. Excuse me. All right. So now that you've got all that saved, Drugan and his people can go into isolation and sequester themselves off. Basically, they can live in the vault of Axholm, outside of the necessary interaction with the prime material plane for a short time while they repopulate. If that makes sense to everybody.
No, but that's fine.
He's all, no, that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so the dwarves of Axholm need to be safe.
Need a place to stay, and you're saying that they go into a pocket dimension.
Yeah, the vault.
Talking about how it's sequestered off by Moradin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand that they're existing in that vault for a little while, and they're gonna repopulate their numbers before going back to Axholm and conquering it and taking it back from whatever Underdark dwell there still.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought you were talking about just making the answer really obvious. I thought it was going to be a little bit more complex, but
yes. Yes, there was complex. There was complex as well. I like to make 5 ways to figure something out. usually I like to keep at least 5 ways for my people to get through any given challenge. That way it's like, you got to give people a chance. You can't just have it one way. There's only one answer to this, and you must discover it. Dude, do you know what that does to people? That fucking shuts them down. They're like, you mean every answer that I give that is incorrect is going to be like a point against me, basically, and I'm just not gonna guess, dude. I'll just wait. That's what I usually say. I'll just wait until I have more information. How about that?
Huh.
You
I've
know?
never had that issue before. I usually have like max 2, maybe 3, right?
Nice. Yeah, and usually if they make sense, somebody will happen upon it. They'll figure it out. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, just got to do this. Go through this door. Wiggle
Oh,
this limb, and poof, the magical genie appears." No, but
okay. Anyways, let's get back to the game. I'm also working on the burgers. Well, how many do you want?
I'm still in the game, dude. All right, you've just mastered the game, the scavenger hunt of DungeonMaster. I've given the experience, the main experience, to Finn, so everybody else gets 3,000 experience.
Okay.
Okay, you all get 3,000 experience for going through this so far, and just like being part of it, and then Dungeon Master appears before you. Hoof. Hi. Have you decided if you want to stay or go yet?
I was in a deep meditation, so I didn't even notice his presence.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Still bad.
Okay.
Oh, if I'll try landing on him, but I'll hit one of the mirrors.
Oh, no. You guys were in the mirror dimension, right? When this happened, and he revealed that he did know the answer to it, and so now you're in the prime material again, and
Okay.
it's like this. The mirror dimension is your access to the vault of Axholm, and all you have to do is look backwards through your eye, and there you're in the vault of Axholm. It's a neat little trick that you learn if you're insane. Look backward through your eye,
That's
and
probably why
poof.
it's so hard for me to understand.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good answer. So yeah, dimensionality can be very flexing for some people. It doesn't speak on intelligence, but it does speak on spatial awareness. So, like, if you can grasp these things fairly easily, then good on you. It's a good idea, for somebody that has subjective thought. But if somebody is like or objective based, they're going to just be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That sounds so stupid. Could you at least make some sense, please?"
Do not touch the trim.
Yeah, fetch the gimp. Fetch the gimp. All right. So you guys have figured out that, and just in time, as the meat of shield meat is about to meet. So here on Mount Waterdeep, where the original shield meet of 1372 occurred, so too now another insidious, incipient institution holds its clear and valiant message in this bar. Now, supposedly it took place in a forest, right? But that's just what it occurred already. So this is the post shield meet, let's say, where the forces of oh man, Silveris Silverhand, and I am going to get rended by people when they watch this and they go, "This guy doesn't know shit about shit." So the whole shield meet of this year is integral because they build a academy for magical arts here in Waterdeep and actually all around Faerun, um, or all around Abertorial, the planet. You know, it's it's supposed to like join the Red Robe Thay Wizards and the Lords of Waterdeep and the realm of oh man, now I'm forgetting. I'm spacing. Oh yeah, yeah. Not Korean. The Oriental uh continent, uh, where the Kirin and gosh, I forget the name now. Damn, damn. That was my book. That was my shit, man. Fucking love that shit. I
To be
better
fair,
remember it.
how long ago was this book published?
Published. I don't remember when it was published.
Do you remember when you read it?
I do remember when I read it. When I read it, I was a stout young lad of only 14. I was beginning
Okay,
my venture in life too. Oh, go ahead. What?
so to be honest, the probability that someone is going to criticize you is very low. Don't
But
take
my
yourself
one viewer, man. What about him?
me.
Oh,
That's me.
oh, okay.
I was I was looking at it, making sure your stream was all right, so it wouldn't.
Oh, right on. Why, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you, sir. Do you have mod ability in my stream?
I'm
I
pretty sure
don't
no.
believe you do, so I'm going to give you the ability to mod very quickly.
One
Here.
sec.
What? Wait.
I was
No,
just-
don't do it.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. I was going to let you know. I'm not really worried about modding. It's fine. Okay. That's it. Oh, and this burger's done. So how many do you want?
I'll take 2.
Okay.
And 2 for Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. You still here, Jimmy?
Yeah, what's up?
All right. Yeah, I got a couple burgers coming for you. I don't know, dude. Fucking dumb, dude, dumb. All right. So this bar here, tended by 2 Yeti. Oh, if you guys haven't realized, it is Halloween time. So, like, people are doing like the festival of. Actually, it's the festival, the last day of summer, like Summer's End, or no, it's Midsummer's, some shit like that. But you know what?
The festival. It's Midsummer Festival.
Yes, it's Midsummer Festival. That's it. That's
At
it.
least I'm pretty sure.
And these guys are like dressed up as Yeti. So they're dressed up as like the not the abominable snowman Yeti, but the Bigfoot Yeti, kind of representing like the end of summer and more like a Wendigo. Yes, yes, like a Wendigo.
I don't like those.
Well, that one, to be true, to be quite honest, that one was a abyssal Wendigo, which is like
Oh, okay.
way worse, man. Way,
What do you
way
want
worse.
on your-
I want
What do you want?
some of the and I'll have, but don't put any, and that'll be fine.
Okay, so ketchup, mustard, good.
That's it. Would you say? Jeez. All right. So, you guys did do great deeds today, but none of them greater than the deed of saving my show. Yes, this one is to those who sponsor other people. And, well, screw them. So wait a second, you're Hen T Chan? No, you're not Hen T Chan.
Oh
Who are you,
no, I
man?
guess that's someone else.
Who are you, man? Yeah, it doesn't see you. It sees you as a bot, probably. Fucking bullshit. Can't stand it. Hey, thank you. Yeah, keep the door open. It gets freaking pretty shut in here. Ford Explorer. Brought to you by Ford Explorer.
And Digital Storm, right? Or is it overpowered? How much overpowered than the PC?
What?
What type of computer? Where'd you get your computer from?
Oh,
Digital Storm.
no. It's cyber power. It's pretty bomb.
Overpowered too.
Yeah, it's kind of OP. Okay, so in this bar, you see such individuals as Elminster, Kelvin Blackstaff, Tasha. You see Volo. You see quite a few Harpers. Um, you see. Oh my
Do I see
God.
the same Hopper I saw before
Yes, you do.
at the very beginning?
Uh huh.
I wave. That's it.
In fact, mm, now that you realize that was Volo himself.
Ah, I love you guys to monsters. Very interesting. Good book.
He spits
Go
it
up
up.
to that.
He spits
Oh.
it up. He says, "What? How did you know my adventures?"
I could have sworn I told you I'm not from around here.
True this. You are not.
Go up to Tasha and I lead her by her hand to the bar. Let me buy you a drink. I've studied your work for many years. It would be an honor of mine to buy you this drink.
Yeah, she's laughing over your fawning for her, but she lets you guide her to the bar, and regardless, she puts up no resistance. Doesn't even
Be
offer to
careful,
pay
man.
for the drink when you go for the paying of it.
If I
I go,
notice that,
barkeep,
I'm going to say,
2 drinks.
if I notice that, I'm going to say, try saying, be careful.
Jeez.
Dude, I know what's with a couple of process related.
Barkeep, 2 drinks. I put 2 gold coins on the table. On the
Yeah,
counter.
V's just trying to cock block.
Me or the barkeep?
Mm. Okay, so the Yeti puts or the Wendigo puts 2 drinks down, and then he does a quick sleight of hand, and it makes it look like he pushes the 2 through each other and slides them both, you know, across in a cross pattern to each of you. So, like, make a dex check to catch.
Oh God. I'm not
Wasn't
really
that
good
one?
with dicks, but let's do it. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Wait, what he rolled? Wait,
An
tell me what he
18.
rolled. Okay, I'm gonna subtract from that.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna be a jerk. Yeah. I'm trying to say.
You know, to be fair, he is trying to save you. Tasha does have some problems with her psyche.
Of course.
Her psyche is
from that row.
her psyche is very, very potent, and it's like fractured in such a way that mages were notoriously just disappearing around her.
I'm going to say he has an 8 now because I minus 10 from it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't hear anything you said. What did you?
So the glass just went right through your hand. You swore you caught it, but it just like went right through your hand, and it's levitating on the other side of your hand instead of falling to the ground to clash. It's just levitating there. And Tasha goes like this, reaches over and grabs your levitating glass and hands you the one that she caught. Do you take the one that she caught?
Of course I do.
All right, she wraps your arm real quick into, you know, like a friend, a very intimate drink.
I heard she raps, and then I didn't hear anything else.
So when you take the drink that she offers, she like wraps her arm that has the beer.
Wow, you're just cutting out right after you tell me what happens.
All right.
I take the drink and
she wraps her arm around yours. She wraps her around yours and intimately drinks from her cup close to you, like pulled in close to her.
Can someone relay what he's saying?
She wraps her arm around you and pulls you closer.
I really cannot hear him.
No. She didn't wrap her arm around him. She wrapped her arm around the arm that he has the beer in, so that they drink.
So intertwined shots.
Intertwined shots.
Okay. Oh. Yep.
And she says to you, while you're very close, she whispers in your ear, "Nobody else can hear me right now. Do you feel that you know all of these people well enough to die for?"
For whom, if I do say? And I turn to the barkeep. Another round.
One in your group is not who he seems to be. And then she laughs. She laughs an infectious laugh. Roll a save versus spell.
Hey, can I roll? Roll me.
Is this a charming spell? Because I have advantage for charm.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to roll to see if I can hear.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait, now you said roll what for what? Getting very bad reception all of a sudden.
Saving throw. So it would be wisdom, right? Tasha's hideous laughter.
She's casting. Yeah, it's wisdom. I was about to say it's Tasha's hideous laughter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is this charmed? Is this a charm effect?
Technically, yes. I believe I can check in a minute.
It's not a charm spell, but it is a charm effect.
So yeah.
Okay, so I have advantage. Nat 20 on the first one.
You learned the spell. Well, not learned it, but you made it proficient.
And I join in with the laughter. So that's how you do it. So I could never get it right just by reading.
She kisses you mid-sentence right there, like you're saying, I can never get it right. And she's like got a tongue down your throat. Serious.
I
And
don't think I can say anything.
she's like, no, you can't really. She's like pulling you towards the stairs to an upper room.
I look over and I see Jake.
He's just like looking at you like, uh, like
And I
all happy.
motion for
You
Jake.
see his tail
I
wagging.
motions for Jake to follow.
It's probably wise
Oh,
because she's
okay.
like a salve. Fucking, she gets you pulled to the stairs and she throws you up the stairs, and then she leaps on top of you, and you like, you're forced back a couple of doors, and then she like elbows the door open, and like with her arms, she's got her legs wrapped around your body, and with her arms, she like forces you guys through the door, slams you on top of her on the bed, and the door closes. Boom! And
Meanwhile, I'm just
savage lovemaking occurs after that. Savage. So,
I'm just having like a nice conversation with Rolo about spells and stuff, and then talking about the elements. Like,
yeah.
and I'm like, and I was going to explain, hey, I'm not from this world to him, but you got him distracted.
Yeah, he got very distracted. He starts laughing his head off. And you got Kelvin looks over at Elminster and says, well, that's something you don't see every day.
I was no, I was going to. I meant like I was going to tell Finn that I'm not from this world. I was going to tell a lot, like privately, because I'm pretty sure the rest know.
No,
You know?
Finn isn't here anymore. He's up in the room.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I was saying. I was saying that you got him distracted.
Yeah, I did.
So that's why.
He helped. He helped to distract himself. So Elminster is looking at you and kind of like wanting to regard you in person, but he doesn't say anything. He just sits and. So Volo is at the table that you're at right now in this bottom right corner. Elminster and Kelvin are both sitting at this table here. Let me try to ping this shit. Here, I'll just draw a circle over it. Places of note. There, that's the one that Kelvin and Elminster are at. Actually, Kelvin is at the square and Elminster is at the circle. So they're not sitting at the same table. But this place is small enough, and then here's Volo. It's small enough that even if you're sitting at your own table, you can still hear, like, call out to one another. Um, so we got rid of you. You get out of here, sir. You go upstairs.
So I'm going to go to. I'll have like a nice try having a nice conversation with Volo, like uh, just about general arcane principles, right?
Yeah.
Human and some and partially some divine ones because. Well, one second.
Yeah. I think
And
somebody
some
just
divine
shot him.
ones. And some divine ones, so I can, because I'm a bard and I have some experience with bringing people back to life, and not like through arcane means, but divine, like just through the music itself, right? And I'm
Oh,
just like
yeah.
having that conversation, and when I see Elementster, I'll just say, "Oh, wait a second," and I'll go to Elementster if possible.
Dear God, sir. Volo just like, he laughs. He says, Dear God, sir, I will not be writing any of that down.
Sure, you won't.
If there ever is a Volo's Guide to Planeswalkers, I am note have you recommended as a top 10, surely. You, sir, Volo says to JC as he's kind of walking by, you know, like looking around at things. He says, "You, sir, are quite a lot to take in." He laughs. Volo laughs at his obvious claim of humor.
I chuckle.
And I chuckle his pun as well.
Please, it is always best when meeting a deity to offer what you have. Would you care for a drink?
I nod and accept his offer.
The Wendigo appears beside you and says, "Roar!" I think that's his language for what will you have. Like the whole place got real quiet, and then the barkeep is like, the Wendigo barkeep is just shrugs his shoulders. He's like, yeah, what will you have?
I mean, he's had 100% whatever from Morden, right?
Oh yeah, he had rot gut. He had Moradin's rot. Huh?
Raka again.
Do you order rot gut?
No, I said it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good, man, because this place has some massive freaking rot gut. They've got the rot gut. You realize though that this mysterious mansion is not quite just the mansion that you have summoned. V.
I realized that 5 minutes after we got in.
Yeah.
5 seconds, I mean.
Yeah, pretty much. This is like something has altered that mansion, kind of like built off of it. And, it's like you're looking at things and you're noting how, like, the servants are, and you're just noting these things. And Kelvin says, "Well, how did we do? Is it fairly conceivable that you just cast it at a higher level, or is it quite obvious that we have altered in minuscule amounts the portions of your
you've altered it
portcullis?"
a lot.
Yes, we did. Yes, of course we did. We are lords of Waterdeep. Everything that we do is going to be magnificent, and it's going to be worthy of each tasking effort.
I did have marble flooring. I'm surprised you didn't keep that in.
And what of DungeonMaster? Did he give you the final boon?
Not that I'm aware
Of this, actually, you catch Elminster eyeing out of the corner of his eye, as if like suddenly Kelvin has just said something that actually has interest for Elminster. Most other things he's just like ignoring basically and just smoking his pipe.
I was going to talk to him.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you're still upstairs. Onky, 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 onky.
As you say the word boon, you hear more boons upstairs.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Like small ordnance.
Soundproofing.
Yeah. Like small ordnance going off in the room upstairs, like miniature fireworks, like there's some major spells going off in that room.
Yeah, I'm like, why did you get rid of the soundproofing?
In fact, you do end up casting a couple spells up there, and like go ahead and take off those spell levels, like for those spells that I'm sure are on your mind, and like in successive order. I need this one to go off. Haste, enlarge, and endurance, and bam, 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 bam. And meanwhile, 6 hours later, thank God though. Thank God you guys You guys actually mastered that in the first, what was it? The first 2 minutes of the day. You solved the riddle in like 2 minutes because you went back to the beginning and started from that time, which that was good. That was cool. I was pretty that was way lucky, man. That was way lucky because V did not think that's what was going to be where he went.
Yeah, I was just going. I was thinking.
Yeah, but it was the
You
actual.
triggered it, honestly.
Yeah, it was the. Yeah, you triggered it honestly. Yeah, you triggered it honestly, and it was cool. That's bona fide.
I was going to talk with Elementster.
All right. So there is a bit of a block between you now, as he is. Well, he feels like his toes have been stepped on. Elminster has tried many, many times. Let me just go into a little bit of this, okay? Elminster has tried many, many times to hold conference with Dungeon Master, but at every turn, Dungeon Master avoids him. He has never been able to. Now, Kelvin Blackstaff, on the other hand, yearly, and that's part of a wish that he did. Every year he gets to hold conference with Dungeon Master for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes he gets to talk to Dungeon Master. And each time it's like most of the time, like the first time the whole 5 minutes was taken up, him just sitting silently and appraising Dungeon Master. No shit. No shit. So when he now has a question at the end of the 5 minutes, and he more is like just basking in the presence of a major deity, than anything else. But there is also the black of Blackstaff that is trying to figure out and figure out how to beat him and get the power of Dungeon Master, right? That's always going to be there. But see, that's kind of the reason that it's allowed too, because and why Elminster is not, you know, not able to do this because at least he's challenging Dungeon Master, where Elminster just wants to, talk to him and get his knowledge or understand universality better, and Dungeon Master will have none of that. It's like, you're not respecting me as a deity if that's all you want. At least this guy's trying to take me out and take everything that I have.
Trying to upset me, and every time I hang out with him, he gets something else, but I just change it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeon Master is a freak, man. But Elminster is like, you've just spent time with him. And everybody was kind of aware of it, but anytime the Dungeon Master was there, there was like this interruption of static and nobody caught what was going on, you know? As far as the viewers and people that had been watching, which now they are unable to watch what is happening right now. Censors have dropped. Okay, so they're not seeing what you guys are going through and what you're talking about.
Oh, we're in an area of non-detection.
Yes,
Nice.
you're in an area of non-detection, set up by Tasha herself. So
Yeah. I was going to talk with Elements. I was just going to explain. I was just going to like catch up because last time we really chatted was just like a couple days ago, but it was just after the
the Valor.
after we escaped Valor, right? And I was going to check in, ask how the rogue, how the rogue is doing. Oh,
yeah, Susie.
Yeah, I didn't get to know the names because they were just there for a second.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, what was the rogue's name? It was like something freaking
Yeah, I
talking
have,
about like like lush, like he was a lush.
but yeah, I was just going to like go over it because I'm sure like he knew the people, right?
Yeah, he does know the people, and he says, that they knew the price that they were walking into. But luckily, their companions survived and returned to us with the
You
necessary
know,
particles to bring them back, which I thank you for reminding me must occur now. And he, summons the thief before them. Boom. And there he is. You see him. And he stands
I would say
full
like help
full
you, but
stand full stands in regard to you and then bows before you. And he holds out his hand and there's three little lights inside of his hand. And the lights like hover up out of his hand and they float off to either side of him and they all glow real bright into humanoid forms and there before you stands the cavalier, the valkyrie, and the cleric.
I was gonna help you, but I'm tapped for the day. Like,
he just laughs. Well, Kelvin actually laughs. He just kind of snorts a wise, knowing snort of smoke billowing out of the left nostril,
you know,
and
I
and
went for more.
the 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 three characters standing before you, they all bow, and then they like go to whoever has their weapons and their magical items that we had saved. The lance,
Um,
the
I have the
shield,
lance and the shield, I think,
and the
and the
mace.
mace, but I think JC took that.
Yes, JC took the mace.
Are they really going to take it from a deity?
Yeah, yeah, they're asking for it. The cleric is like looking at him like, wait a second. I know who you are. He
Like,
says, my liege, I would be honored if you would just keep that. In fact, I cannot even suffer to think that you would give it back to me. No, please, please, it's yours, it's yours. Are you
yeah, I
looking
had.
for any followers? Are you looking for believers? I would gladly believe in you, sir. You are a force to be reckoned with. You cannot stop this cleric from talking. All right, he's just going on and on.
You
He's
just
higher level than you are, but yet he's like emphatic about like being your first worshiper. He wants to be your first worshiper.
second, second.
Why is
I'm
second?
assuming because isn't the avatar? Wasn't the avatar going
No,
to?
the avatar is thinking about worshiping him. He is thinking about it. But he's still got his own first adventure. He's got to go through a zero level adventure before he like can actually understand the
I'm saying.
he needs
I
to
was saying.
understand the ramifications of becoming a cleric and going from zero level character to level 1. All right? So
I was
that
going.
Oh God, David, would you stop?
That makes sense.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
I
Every
wasn't
time I
arguing.
say something, you're like popping in with something, and I have to like go through with what I'm saying before it before I stop to hear what you're saying. So if that happens, just let me finish what I'm saying, and then say something afterwards. If it's your turn, but it's not. It's JC's turn right now. He was like, "Are you giving the mace up, or are you just gonna keep it, or what do you have to say to this worshiper, JC?" Because I'd given you a couple rounds of interaction there, Visago, so I wanted to like pass it around a bit. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we've gotten Finn, we've gotten Visago, now we've got JC. So JC, you've got like a worshiper, a cleric. He's a 20th level cleric. All right. So he's like mastered in the the energy of Helm, and he's always been a cleric of Helm. But here he wants to convert over to being your first cleric, your first worshiper. And he says, Lot, you are chance itself, and I would be honored to be your first worshiper.
I
All right, you bestow your divine presence upon him, and you gain a worshiper point. Or what is that called? I believe it's divinity.
Follower.
Yeah, you've been followed. It's a divinity point. So it's much like a PowerPoint and somewhat like a karma point, but a divinity point is it's a well of strength that you can draw from at any time. You can draw from his knowledge, his wisdom, his very essence, if you wish, and you can do so with divine ease. Divinity, which is just so happens to be your lesser domain. So where your greater domain as Lot is risk, probability, chance, manipulation of luck, have many different ways of saying it, but the sphere of what if. And then the lesser domain of dear God, what was that word I was going to just use? Divinity. Or scrying, or just knowledge, divine intelligence, godly sort. Someone believes in you, and now you can fucking use the fuck out of that. Like anything that he has is yours. Boom, divinity. But likewise, he gets the power to cast spells, derives from you, and it's not required that you cast the spell for him. Okay, so he gets to cast his own spells. He gets to make his own prayers. You're just allowing them to exist, and each time that he does so, you'll get experience for him
And
using your power.
how about divine intervention? How does that work?
Divine intervention, like whenever he casts it, I
Yeah,
roll percentile dice, and if I get an 80 or higher, then
it's
JC or then Lot would intervene.
well for a level 20 character, a cleric is 100% of the time.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It like jumps way up from percentage from like 1% to like 100%. That never
yeah,
makes
it goes
sense
up.
to me. That never makes
Well,
sense to me, dude. Like there should always be at least a 2% chance, you know.
well,
It should be
you
at
don't
least
always have.
98 if nothing else.
To
I
be fair,
I personally won't allow it at 100%. Nobody's going to have divine intervention 100% of the time, every time. You know, just because you're a 20th level character, you'll get a 98% chance. You know, just that's normal that there's got to be a chance that it could fail.
well,
Nothing is 100% in this game
hmm
except for stasis. Time stasis, you know, that's 100% and you're dead and just fucking give up the game. Roll new
yeah,
characters.
that's why we're going. That's why we're gonna have a hard time whenever we go up against the time player. Oh, sorry, the elder blade now, the Titan elder, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're gonna have to probably listen to the guys whenever you're discussing stuff like that. If you're having a hard time understanding what a creature is that exists outside of time or can manipulate time, you know, maybe the other guys will have a little bit of an idea that could maybe like help
well, I
direct
mean,
you in that. I've tried a couple times to explain it, and it's still not like completely understood by you, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need it like
well, I
that.
mean, you said it became an elder brain, right? Oh, and they made the helm.
No. It became a helm, an elder helm, which is kind of
Oh,
like a brain. It is like a brain. It is a psychic entity, and it is stronger than a brain. A helm
okay.
to a spelljammer is the consciousness of the spelljammer itself. It's the navigator of the spelljammer. So, like,
Okay.
it still requires a pilot to man the helm, and in this case, it's going to need to be like a very, very psychic entity. But yeah, the helm itself can pilot and manipulate the spelljammer. Yeah, of course. In fact, that's how it like gated out. It gated out of
Anyways,
time space
yeah.
just
I
because the
give that
time place.
their stuff. That's like.
Oh my god, dude. So JC, did you actually accept this and bestow upon him the presence of your divinity? And if so, he reveals his true name to be Jackson Thornhill. Jackson Thornhill. And you might want to write that down as a follower, believer, worshiper, just a good guy. Old Jackson, he was my friend. He was a good guy. All right, so Jake is fed very well. As he is like he did follow you guys up to the door, but he did not make it in the door. He's left outside the door and not whimpering, but just lays down in front of the door. Well, in front of the door and the door next to it. Probably the door next to it, as it is 40 foot in length and 10 foot wide now. Jake's a big fucking dog, dude. 40 foot by 10 foot. Dear God, Jake. You're a big dog now. There we go. That's more like Jake. Yeah, he's laying on the stairs. That's a good way to do it. He's just laying on the stairs, looking over the
Oh,
stairs like, huh?
yeah, that's pretty big. I just saw it.
Yeah, that's pretty big. What do you mean that's pretty big? It gets bigger. Jeez. All right, so good old Jake. And then, of course, there's good old Finn. Here, wait a second. Let me. Oh, we can't put Finn on top? What the hell?
You mean like that?
There we go.
Probably appeared on
Like
top
that.
of it.
Yeah. That's how we do it. There we go. Okay, but you are still inside, sir. It has only
Yes,
been 20 seconds, if that. You are no poppin' fresh pansy. Freaking. Okay, so we'll have JC and his new buddy right here at this circle table. And then we got Visago here at this table with Elemenster, and then the avatar's over there playing with fire as he's like, whooshing fire around Elphys, who is like popping his tongue out and like clashing the fire or grasping the fire with his tongue and pulling it into his mouth to like, you know, produce spouts of flame out his nose. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So that happens. And then you got the wall. You got the wall of Warfrog. The Wog and his uh, fellow compatriots that have returned from these alternate dimensions, a little bit more or less dazed and confused. I'm a little fuzzy on what happened there. What went on? Thought we were going out to take out a freaking plane of existence, and suddenly we were back here,
I
and
I
everything
lost
was
I lost
nonsense.
sorry, I lost concentration with that what was it?
Oh, those
Flock of
familiars.
familiars. Yeah, flock of familiar spells. Lost concentration on it. by
So
the
it
way.
does require a concentration. The
Yes.
flock of familiars requires concentration. Okay, yeah. So one of the things that happens with you while you're having sex with Tasha is that she pulls from your robes the spell Find Companion, and she says, this would be very useful to use for your puppy. And she laughs, because like, fucking, your guts are about to split from how fucking much you guys are laughing while you're in the throes of passion.
In the throes.
Yeah, dude. No, Tasha is a fucking mad woman. She's got like telekinesis, and she's like fucking throwing you around and fucking you on the wall and fucking you on the ceiling, and she's like a freak.
Cat spider walk. Spider climb.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty good. That's good. That's effective. It was very effective. So here's another thing about Tasha is that she is insane. Tasha was created as a mage who might have some mental problems, and is okay with that. In fact, she uses it as a weapon, and as savage as it may seem, she uses it very well. And she has affected, in fact, every Lord of Waterdeep. There has not been one that has not been infected by her in some way. She means well, but it is an effect that she has on all people that she comes across. She infects them with a hideous laughter.
Do I need to? Do I need to roll, by the way?
For what?
Since we were in the same room for a little while, I was just curious if me and
No, it's
Mark would
still
need to roll.
it's still ambient effect, meaning that you can't like effectively roll a saving throw against it. And
I'm just saying
whenever it does become focused enough for you to be able to like actually try to counter it, I will let you know.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why is just that I would know that, and that's hence why I was trying to save him.
Yeah, I mean, bringing that back up, I did roll a nat 20 for that. Just
No, and
you
true.
know.
Yes. No. True. Okay. Herein lies one of the epic moments, and one of the things that I am so very proud to produce as lore of Waterdeep and lore of Faerun, is the one man, the chosen one, who is able to bed Tasha and not be mad. Yeah, all the lords of Waterdeep have actually had to like break off from Tasha because she's got this fucking charisma. Charisma, I mean, notoriously is like a 21. And so like she's automatically pursued by all men. Okay? Right off the top, you got to give it to the gal for her looks, and then on top of that, it's like she's got power. She is fucking powerful. So she's always got people trying to like, get things off of her as far as spells and
Clothing.
clothes. Yeah. So her in her mindset when she came across Finn, it was like, wait a second, this guy is like genuine. Plus he's powerful. Plus we've been watching his exploits. Plus I'm really horny right now. So you know, and then it's like it's been a while since she's actually been able to like make love to anyone. So she doesn't let you go after the couple hours of lovemaking, you know, 5 to 6 hours of lovemaking. She doesn't let you go, and she like holds you, like hold person holds you until like cuddle session is over 8 hours later. All right. So she's like falls asleep with you in, just fucking entranced by her. All right.
I'm fine by that.
All right.
Doesn't seem bad.
No, it's not. Hell no, it's not.
Doesn't seem bad at all.
After 2 hours of that sound, Kelvin actually does remark to you, Visago, are you sure you don't want to maybe check on your friend? At least to see if he's still alive?
And
There was a hint.
I gave him a warning.
There was
He's
a
fine.
hint of like jealous look in Kelvin's eye. Just a hint. Now, I'm only saying this stuff. This is not stuff for the outside world. This is not stuff that anyone is to know. You know, these are secrets of the realm, and they're kept hidden, and they're kept safe from prying eyes. We will not speak of these outside of these doors.
Well, that was assumed.
Yeah, that would be assumed no more. It would be known.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever you really when you cast, I just have to clarify this. When you cast Magnificent Mansion, right? Just to double check, you didn't add soundproofing, knowing she was around, gonna be in here. Like whoever did it. I mean, come on.
Also, even if you tried to get up the stairs, Jake's at the stairs, being a good wingman.
He's. It looks like he's lagged out.
Who?
I'm back.
Yeah, it's not like you could even like check because Jake's still at the stairs.
That's fair.
Being a good wingman.
Hey, I didn't know you were gonna roll nat 20.
I didn't know I was gonna roll. I was just thinking that. What if I rolled like something low?
Yeah, that's why I was like trying to help you there by ruining your rolls. You know?
When you did the first room, I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was
I'm like,
-10. So,
I'm like, dude, I'm like fucking, hey David, David, hey David, yelling at you. You can't hear me in there, man.
You know? Also
Yeah, I lost my headset.
got that soundproof.
Yeah, man.
Here, I'll open the light so you can probably see better.
No, I meant I lost my headset. I mean, it like died out, and I was trying to get you to let him know, hey, I lost my headset. Give me a second while I freaking get this fixed.
That's why I like wired headsets.
Yeah, I just plugged mine in.
Okay.
It's an A50, so I can do that.
I usually use wired headsets. I remember the first wired headset I ever had, my cat shoot through the cable.
Shysta.
Yeah.
That's when you eat the cat.
Yeah, basically.
You know, make motions towards eating the cat, and the cat realizes, yo, this guy's gonna eat me. And it sends a message.
I better stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, too late, cat. I am already hungry for feline.
Yeah, I hog tie my dogs whenever they do something bad, and I hog tie them and just like look at them in the eye, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like with a blanket or something.
I've done that.
Yeah.
It's like I have officially captured you, so please stop doing anything bad. And normally it gets them to stop for a little while, like a couple weeks.
Yep.
I was going to ask Elements and the other with the wizardly people.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's hard to remember everyone's name. Volo, and you said I can't remember the last guy's name because I'm thinking of Morikainen, but I know Morikainen isn't here, or is he?
Mordenkainen is not here. Fabulously enough. Val. Oh man, there is another guy here. Oh yeah, Sylvanas, Silverhand, or Solvanis Silverhand. She's like she's the preemptive. Um, I don't know how to say it, but like she's the first like dean of the academic university of wizards
Oh,
for Faerun.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
basically I was just going to ask around, basically saying I literally have only 7 gold and I made it this far. I'm not even wearing armor right now.
Yeah.
Showing, like,
I'm not
just
wearing
some
armor.
So Solvanis actually asks if you would be interested in teaching at the academy.
I don't know if I'll be around to teach, but maybe if I am.
Sir, you will be here for as long as you request. Elminster says, for as long as you request. We have already known and seen to it that at any moment you wish to return home, you may do so. Kelvin and I erected the portal for your safe passage back to your home the night before you arrived here.
Okay. That's good to know. So yeah, I may teach for 2 years max because I feel that after that amount of time, I should be able to teach someone else to teach.
You've already been teaching.
Yeah.
You've already been teaching. You will be a better, you will be a better instructor at the place that you are at right now than most people that I have at my disposal already. Barring present company, of course. Kelvin and Elminster both nod their head. They bow.
And I'm assuming in also reference to loot.
Lot, yeah, to Lot.
Yeah, lot. I
Well,
keep
Lot,
thinking it's loot.
Lot has not said he hasn't been approached about like teaching at the academy. Although the academy is not for wizards alone, it is for all classes of adventure. It is just, a wizarding academy.
Yeah. And even though I'm not a wizard, I have a lot of knowledge that would be useful to wizards.
Yeah, you have spells, bud. You're a wizard. To them, in their eyes, what they're talking about when they talk about wizardry or being a wizard, I mean sorceress, I mean sorcerer, wizard, warlock. That means bard, paladin, cleric. That means druid. Means deity. No, it doesn't mean deity. In fact, there is no class of deity. There is a class on divinity, however. And who else to better teach that class than
an actual
deity of divinity, So Tasha is making mad love to you, right, Finn? And one of the things that she brings up is, so are you going to teach at the new academy?
What?
Bang! You're up against another wall. Like,
what would I be teaching though?
Teach about this, and she like grabs a hold of your manhood. Like she's a little lewd at times, It comes with madness.
I respond, I could teach you a lesson, and I flip the script.
Yeah, that's right. So you begin to note actually that one of her eyes is becoming more and more red, a deeper shade of red. And one of the things that really draws you to, or draws her to you, draws you to her, is that both her eyes are like a different person. Like it's a different personality. You're looking in both of her eyes, and there's just this like, oh, like you're being loved by two different women. And one of them is getting more and more pissy. She's getting more and more pissed off. Like maybe at some point in here you might just want to let her win. You think for a moment. Because
I
there
think.
is definitely like a challenge and endurance, like a PvP type occurrence going on right here. Even though it's an NPC versus a PC, it still feels like you're trapped in the fucking battle of one player character versus another player character. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying out of game knowledge here, like one of you is going to have to lose. And I'm telling you right now, you are not going to defeat Tasha. You will not. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, hold
The
on. I take
dice
that back.
decide that.
I take that back.
You
You
don't.
guys were 5th level and defeated a lich. You guys were what? 9th level and defeated a Balor. You guys have gotten through some fucking shit. You figured out the scavenger hunt of DungeonMaster. I cannot put it past you. You might beat Tasha at loving. But good luck.
Next thing you know, he rolls 3 nat 20s.
Have you thought about
Yeah, like,
children? Have you thought about children? Bam! You're on the floor. Now you're on the floor and you're like you almost broke your back on the footrest of the bed as your head hits the floor and your hips are like still on the bed. You almost broke your back, but it's just so fucking like bam and threatens to knock
adrenaline.
you unconscious. Yeah. Yeah, good one. So you catch your fourth breath and you stay with her somehow. And she's like a witch on top of you. Yeah, swallow your soul. You're like, okay, you can have it from Laven. No, but you guys are having too much fun. Um, so each of you, in turn, is approached about a position as an instructor at this academy. And when you're thinking about it, like, what is this for? What is this from? What has happened? Like what has truly happened to like bring you to this kind of status? You went from nobodies to like, okay, well, we failed this whole city. You know, we failed this whole city. This whole city died because we were off somewhere else. Well, or did it? You guys still haven't found out the truth behind what has
I told
happened at Blow Through.
I told them.
Well, they didn't
What
really.
happened?
She
What
didn't
happened?
say what you're teaching them.
What happened?
I told them about the dragon and how it's pretty much destroyed and I barely escaped. I pretty sure I
Yeah.
told them that.
Yeah, you did
That's
tell
all.
them that, but that wasn't what had happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I
but
said.
talking with her, she didn't say what I would be teaching as a teacher. And then I cast fly.
She she like attacks you, right? She charges at you and grapples again. And now it's more like the last 3 times her grappling has all been her hair grappling you, and her body is more just like, you know, reaffirming the meaning of ritual, you know, and and like each time that she's like doing this, she's also approaching you as a different person. She has multiple personality disorder, so she does, you know, manifest each of these to you, and you kind of get the sense that she's courting you in a way, like she's actually introducing herself as much of herself as she can to you in a very intimate manner, and like where normally that would like freak you the fuck out, right? Right now you're actually like really into it because it's like each one of them is it's like 100 girls now that have come up to you and said, "Hi, I'm Tasha. Hi, I'm Tasha. Hi, I'm Tasha." And
Tasha.
yeah, and each time it's just as good as the last, you know, if not a little bit better. And so, you know, you guys are up there for a while, and she's, you know, she says that about um, instructing, being an instructor at the class at the academy, and you say, "What would I instruct on?" And she's like, "You could instruct on this," and well, I could give you a lesson in this, and then she says, "Well, no, that would be what you would be instructing on is life and the rearing of the youth." You know, and at that point, it's like game over, and she takes everything that you've got for her. Like, make a constitution check. I'll go ahead and give you a chance here. Make a constitution check. But pretty much most men would just submit at that moment right there and give her everything that she wanted.
Hang on.
You have luck.
I do have luck. Hang on. we gotta make sure it's a really high roll.
Unfortunately, I would give you a bonus, but right now I can't.
Oh man.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, you do have advantage on this. Okay, so you got a 16 so far.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna use the luck points for once more.
What's this oops, man? What were you doing oopsing over here?
I accidentally rolled an animal handling.
Ah, well,
Right,
yeah.
I guess I'm taking the 16. Unless I use another luck point.
Nah, you better just stick with the 16, man. I don't know why you went any further. That's kind of silly. 16's fine.
Who knows? You might get 20. That's what he's hoping for.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Well, still, the first deed of love is over, and you have planted your seed in her, and you are well aware that there is no way in hell that she is not pregnant and having your child. She like lets you know that for a fact immediately, and then she's like got that grip on you, and you lower down into the bed, and she's like, you know, holds you tight to her, and you know, 8 hours later you're released. Okay, so you're imprisoned for the next 8 hours while she cuddles you, and
Does that count as a long rest?
yes, it does, my friend. It counts as the most potent of long rests of your life. This long rest.
It's for.
Yeah, dude. You definitely have inspiration, man. You got inspiration, you got a creation point, you got yeah, you know how I am with these points, dude. That creation point is absolutely linked to your PowerPoint. So I mean, like this is building your divine self, and you know, there you've had a child with Tasha. I don't think it comes very much more epic than that. Now, of course, this child is going to have a couple of difficulties.
That's not my problem.
What? What are you saying? Dude, you do not understand. Tasha.
Not my problem. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Wolfpack.
Yeah, it's the wolf pack. Okay. No, hey,
You'll find
that,
your
you know
way.
what? That kind of makes sense. It does kind of make sense why Tasha is so drawn to you. So, That does actually work well. All in all, um, you know. Hey, here's a point though. Here's a point though. Tasha did just like invoke a soul bonding with you as well.
I don't know what that does.
Like she just straight like claimed you.
I'm willing.
Right on, and then she pees on you.
That's pretty wolf pack.
Straight, dude.
I don't even notice.
That's what's
Too
up.
many fluids in here already.
That's what's up. All right. So that happened. All right. Oh shit, man. You know what? It is kind of. It's not that it's late here. I'm just kind of getting burnt a little bit, but I did want to get set up for the next campaign for the next week. And personally, I like doing a little something on Wednesday, but not making it something big, like something just for a couple hours, and then having the main event on Saturday still works for me. Is that okay with everybody else?
You said repeat that once more.
So, like, I like having a little event on Wednesday, and then the main event on Saturday. So I kind of still want to keep that going. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that?
I mean, yeah, I'm okay with that. I normally don't go to Wednesday practices, so I can.
Wait a
be here
second.
for
Wait
the
a second.
majority of the times.
Wait a second. Yeah, sometimes. So you have a
Yeah.
Wednesday judo practice, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's from like 7 to 8:30, so like I could hop in later.
okay, you
Around
can hop in
9-ish.
later. That's cool because I definitely do not want you playing skipping, judo practice, right? You've
No, I
got.
normally don't even go. It's a different practice.
I understand, but still, dude, that is freaking judo is a discipline, man. And if
Yeah,
you
it
if
is.
you're not fully immersing yourself in it, or at least giving it as much of a chance that you have available for it, then shame on you. Shame on you. Serious, because that should be
All right, so it's not really like the class is a no-gi practice, so it's no
right
uniform.
on.
It's mainly like a grappling for like wrestling,
Cool.
BJJ, and judo. So it's like all
Which
three
judo
mixed
you
into
should
one.
be doing something every day. Every judo
Yeah.
is an everyday discipline.
Hmm.
So I get it. I understand what they've given you the availability to come in and do some grappling on this day. Wednesday is grappling day. That makes a lot of sense. It
Right.
sounds like they're going off of the actual original regiment for judo, which is pretty cool. Um,
My
so
senseis are ranked. That's why.
yeah, dude, that makes sense. Yeah, you bet. I get it. You bet. So they're like all about form. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that. All right. So let's see here. Something else. Oh yeah, yeah. So she was not kidding about that. There is one of you that is not who they say they are. Um,
So he gets out, so I can explain.
what?
Don't
That's not
don't
you.
tell me.
That's not you.
Really?
Yeah, that's not you. I knew you were thinking that
Oh,
it was you, but it's not you.
yeah. I was like, I still haven't revealed it to him, I guess. So I guess I should.
Yeah, that is true, but that is not what she is referring. That is not what she is referring. She is referring an actual spy.
Oh, Tasha's saying this to the room or to
to
me?
to the room. Wow,
Okay.
the room is like so big.
So like before we live
Yeah, she's
before
saying
we
to
leave
you.
the room, did she
Yeah.
like leave anything in the room?
Oh.
Like a glove or a hat?
Ooh. She leaves the book, the fine companion book
Ah,
that she had taken off of you. She was like, and she's not leaving without you, by the way. She's like getting ready to like full on fucking girlfriend and mother of your child status.
so I introduced her to Jake.
Okay. This is your child.
This is my baby.
Well, that's not your only baby now.
Oh gosh, I see it now. Oh gosh, this is something very epic. Oh my gosh. Just
Yeah.
imagine being raised with like an ice terrorist.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Oh no,
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Jake is not an ice Tarrasque. Jake is an
Or
adamantite Tarrasque.
adamantite.
An
Tarrasque.
adamantite
Yeah,
Tarrasque,
that
yes.
was frozen.
That
Yeah,
was
I get it.
frozen, yes. Yes, and most of Jake's aptitude or abilities were with the chilled version. But so like Visago, so you've got a couple hours. You guys have got 8 hours of like deliberating or just enjoying the presence of this troop. Um, as you guys are like individually approached by different people to try and get you to join them in the academy and become instructors for separate different um, deeds or whatnot. Like Elvis is asked to come and teach as the Dragonkin, as a representative for the knowledge of
A lot of that.
verminology. Verminology
Yeah.
being the study of dragons.
And I'm assuming Alaric's asked too, if he's like somewhere around for next week.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
In fact, I wanted to say that Alaric has been having a difficulty in getting out of bed for the last couple of days, and so he went to the doctor today. I'm not gonna be like a dick about stuff, but like if we can, um, like give him a couple hours of gameplay, that's fine. But I can't, in all good conscience, I really can't take him from rest and you know
Yeah.
healing by calling him to game for 6 or 8 hours. So I'm kind of going to be limiting Alaric to like 4 hours of game on one day probably, and maybe on Wednesday for 2 hours. Like just to see if he can even do that. But I have to be really careful about that, and I have to protect him from
Yeah.
from my idea of like game on until we drop, right? Because that's not going
Yeah.
to happen. I'm just not going to do
I
that.
was okay. Well, I'm
Huh.
just saying, for his character, I'm assuming he's asked all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
You
as
know,
far as
like,
characters, yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Okay.
But seriously,
We'll
like
see.
it wouldn't be something that. See, I'm not gonna be making PC NPCs. So like if somebody is no longer in the campaign, then they're just not available. If somebody like is partially available, like if they're here for a couple hours out of the game session, then they'll be in for that amount, and then they'll have something else that they have to go do. That's just going to be
That
like,
could be fair.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go home real quick and go to sleep.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm not I'm not explaining this to you, David. I'm not explaining this to you. I think we've already talked about it. So I was just explaining it to everybody else. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So as far as tonight, dude, guys, I am a little bit tired. I kind of want to just go kick back for a little bit. We didn't do much. We really didn't do much, but we did challenge ourselves and we did forward the story, right?
Right.
And you guys got a little bit of an idea of what the shield moot is. On Wednesday, we will finish up the shield moot, and then we will prepare for Saturday's excursion into Barrier Peaks.
Okay, one question.
Yes.
I don't know what the Find Companion spell does, so can I just use it now on Jake?
So Find Companion is actually there's a couple different ways to utilize it. All right. So one is it's a random, much like a Find Familiar, I suppose, where you can just cast the spell and then see whatever comes to you. All right. There's also the focused Find Familiar, where you already have the familiar and you just want to cast it on that creature and, form the attachment. And then there's a third aspect where you can create a familiar, and that's much more like what you would use for a homunculus or something that you were really trying to become very almost like clone or doppelganger, or trying to recreate yourself. Even these spells would be worked together in cohesion. But the Find Companion that you have with you right now, it is one level lower than the Find Champion that you would use at 9th level for Jake. And what it does is it forms the exact same control and fellowship or friendship, the camaraderie from a familiar. You have that, plus you have constant at will telepathy with your companion. Uh, Full understanding, and you also convey your saving throws to your companion. So your companion has your saving throws, your modifiers for the saving throws, or if your companions are greater than yours, you have their saving throws.
All right.
So if Jake actually gets better saving throws than you, you will have their saving throws. Another thing is you have one special attribute from Jake that is going to be given to you, and Jake has one special attribute from you that will be given to him.
Can I ask something? Not
I just want to use this now before I forget about it, because I totally forgot about it to them.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think you are getting off of Jake besides adamantite skin?
I don't really want that skin, but
No, you are getting adamantite skin. It already looks like it. At the casting of the spell, you gain attributes that look like him. But as far as if that is all that you are getting or not, nah, that's what you're getting. You're getting the reflective skin of adamantite. It will assist in reflecting spells, reflecting all missile attacks. Excuse me? Can I finish saying something, David? All right. Oh, you're gonna, yeah, you can put the description of adamantite armor, or there is also the reflective skin of the Tarask. Either one, it's the same effect.
I'll take the armor. The attributes of an armor.
Well, but without having to wear heavy armor.
Yeah, without having to wear the armor.
Yeah.
It's armor without armor. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So it's an effective 20 AC. makes your AC base AC 20. Okay? That's your base AC. Whereas most people base AC is what? 0?
10.
Oh, it's 10. You're right.
10.
It is 10.
Yeah, I'm not wearing armor now, so yeah,
What is your base AC?
10.
All right, so now it's 0. Or no, not it's 0. Now it's 20. Your base AC is 20, so what is your actual AC then?
28.
It. I'm pretty sure. I'm not even wearing armor right now, so it's just so.
Your
It
yeah,
was
what's
20.
your dexterity modifier though?
0.
Oh shit, you were fucking slow and clumsy and you lived this long. Holy shit.
Exactly.
You lucky
That's
son of a bitch.
I hate that. I keep passing it.
Lucky motherfucker.
Let's customize that.
All right, man.